Hey everybody, Spidey here, and as always, I hope you're having a marvelous day. Have I got the most amazing treat for you tonight? We are going to reveal original art redemptions and original comic book sketch cover redemptions by the one and only Mr. Dan DeSantos himself. Hey Dan, how's it going?
Hey, Justin, good to see you.
Man, I didn't want to mess up that intro. This is such a big moment, I think, for a lot of us in this hobby. But
I've been waiting. I feel like I've been waiting like a year to see to see these redemptions, so I'm stoked.
it's interesting to say that. You have some milestones. Obviously, the product being released physically was one of them, right? And getting to
Yep.
enjoy it. But then your these redemptions being revealed, and then of course EPAC down the road. So this is one of these big milestones for you, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm hoping it's not far off. I think this is kind of the indicator that EPAC is going to be coming soon, that they're like really wrapping this set as a whole. So
Absolutely. But the night's big, but it's going to be really big for these guys. We got Mr. Ryan McKenna. How's it going, Ryan?
hey,
Hey,
Ryan,
doing well. How are both of you doing?
very well.
Dude, so good. But I can't imagine we're doing as well as you are. You've got a
Yeah.
special package that you're going to be revealing. Why don't you talk about it for a second?
Oh, well, I got the one of the comic sketch redemptions that came in today. Super excited to open it. It's been hard not to peek, but I haven't peeked yet, so it's going to be a blind live reveal. I'm actually going to try to look away as I open it and judge
Right.
how good it is based off your guys' reaction.
I haven't seen too many of these. I think I've seen maybe like two of them get pulled. I've seen a lot of the prelim stuff, but maybe I'm mistaken. Have you guys seen many of the sketch cover redemptions get pulled?
I only know of two as well, myself and one other individual.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
But we have another friend here waiting in the wings. And that is our one and only Mr. Kang. How's it going?
Hi, I'm well. How are you guys?
Hey, Kang.
Yeah, he's representing Spidey Hits tonight. Thank you for that.
Got to get all the luck I can get.
Well, look, man, you had the opportunity to hit the Spidey hit of Spidey Hits that I can think of. So kind of take us back and tell us about the moment and what you're going to be revealing tonight.
Um, so way too many boxes in. I
No
was
such thing.
for me a little bit,
Yeah.
but I I was a bit more scientific with my ripping, so I was weighing boxes in the packs, and there came a box where it was like, all right, this is typical, right? And I was kind of expecting not any of the heavy packs, so we're talking to the metallurgies and the ambers.
Right.
But then one of the early packs was an amber, so that threw the whole formula off. And it turns out one of the later packs was a lot lighter. So I was
Oh,
like
so it
very
even
excited.
gotcha.
Yeah,
I've
it
been
evened
doing that
itself out.
myself. I'm trying to think, do I want to open a light pack or a heavy pack? What you want is the medium pack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I remember that day was a Sunday, so I had actually prepared all that the night before, and then Dan actually streamed on that Sunday, and he was
He did, and he was talking
talking
about
about
wanting to pull something himself.
yeah, he was talking about that Spidey OA redemption. And I was like, Dan, I think I got something special here. But later that, I want to say it was evening time. But no, actually, I ripped it shortly
It was like,
after his
yeah,
stream.
it was not long after the stream, if I remember right.
Yeah.
and this is what it was right here.
That's cool.
So the video is actually still up on my YouTube. But yeah, it says
And to be clear, is that it
redemption.
says original art. The card
Yeah, it
looks
says.
just like the preliminary art one, right?
There you go. Yeah, it uses the Dazzler art for all of the redemptions, minus the uncut sheets. But it says original art on the front, and then on the back it's blue, and I feel like the other ones are not blue.
They're
But
not blue.
yeah, this is what it was, and so
Congrats, man. And so that's a 50-50.
yeah. So for those of you that don't know, there's only two of these, so the other one's probably on EPAC, and the only options are the Spidey canvas or the Thor canvas. So hopefully we get a Spidey hits today, but even if I hit a Thor, it's a-okay.
Yeah,
They
so
both look pretty good in person. I think both are okay. The Spidey obviously would be pretty awesome.
right, and I feel like a lot of people know what this is, but again, you pulled a card that you get to turn in as a redemption, and then you were mailed the item that you pulled, right? And for Ryan, it's an original art kind of painting on a comic book cover by the master himself, Mr. Dan DeSantos. But there were 2 original art paintings that have the ability to be redeemed. One is Thor, the canvas, the other is Spider-Man canvas. And they're both beautiful. As Dan said, and I can attest, they're both beautiful. The Spider-Man is another level, though.
Spidey's special. I would have given the Spidey one, honestly, so it was in my contract. I get to choose which paintings they get as the redemptions, and I didn't want to give them my favorite things, obviously. Like, I'm not going to give them like some 4-foot wide painting. They begged for Spider-Man, and the only reason I gave it up is because I knew it would go to a fan, and it's not like just sitting in their offices or something.
Right.
But otherwise, that Spider-Man, truly, I really like. I think in real life, it's one of my favorite paintings of the set. Like just the way it glows a little bit.
It does glow. And look, a redemption of any kind is amazing, right? But the idea of an original art redemption goes back to 1996 in Marvel Masterpiece with Julie Bell and Boris Vallejo. There were redemptions that people could pull in that product for original art. And I've never known anyone who's even pulled one of the cards to have the opportunity to, right? But this idea has been cemented in a lot of our brains as collectors for a long, long time. And then for our friend King, obviously Ryan here, but specifically about the original art, for you to pull it is incredible. And then King, now to be able to reveal it with the artist live with you on the stream at the same time, that's got to be pretty special.
It is. It's, I don't collect modern, so I fell in love with Dan's art. So this is an absolutely amazing experience for me. So thank you, Dan.
Stoked to be here.
Yeah, I mean, what I just heard is that you don't collect modern, but Dan's art was so good, you had to have it. That's what
skipped 2016, skipped 2018, skipped 2020.
Oh,
Even though they're all great in their respective rights, but when I saw the preview of Dan and I saw you guys ripping, actually I joined about maybe a week after the release.
Yep.
When you guys were doing your case breaks the first week, and I was just blown away. So. Yeah.
Oh man, well you caught up.
He did. Passed a lot of us. Well, we're going to start with Ryan first.
Ryan,
King did
leave King, you left a piece of the story out that's important to the story.
Yeah, I forgot about this part.
How did you obtain your box?
So I got mine from DNA, Dave and Adams, and
Dave and Adams.
It's a funny story, but long story short, I impulse bought after Ryan because he was just kind of just throwing boxes in our faces, and we were very upset about it.
He has a way of doing that.
And he got a slight discount at DNA, so I wrote them the following week, and I was like, "Hey, I heard you guys sold my friend Ryan McKenna some boxes at a certain price point. Can you honor that price point for me?" And they were like, "Oh, of course we know Ryan McKenna." So, yeah. So, you're his friend? Absolutely. And turns out that's one of the boxes that came.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, just drop the name Ryan McKenna.
Getting it on Dave and Adams. Oh man.
So I obviously claim 25% of the whatever he pulls. No,
it's definitely going to be a community painting. There's no doubt. It's just going to stay at King's house.
Yeah.
All right.
And King, you have 50-50 odds here between 2 paintings. Ryan, it's 1 of 15, I think, right?
15. Yep.
That's cool. Is there anything you're hoping for in particular?
I'm not gonna lie when I'd say that I'm hoping for a Spider-Man as well.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good ones in there. I'll be happy with any one of them that I get. But we know there's a few Spider-Mans in there. There's the Venom. The Venom's really nice. The Wolverine's really nice as well. The Spider-Woman's wonderful. I mean, they're all great. I could probably just list them all off. But
I know everybody likes Spidey and Wolverine, but I'd say those aren't even in my top 3 of those covers out there. So as far as like paintings go for me, like character collectability, yeah, but I think there's so many good ones there.
What would you say your top 3 are?
Ooh. Medusa, I really like. For some reason, I think Sabretooth came out really good.
Oh, Sabretooth did come out well.
Yeah. Maybe Spider-Man is in my number 3, not the symbiote Spider-Man, the classic. And Cap. Oh no, Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer's number 1. Then Medusa. and then Sabretooth. Maybe Spidey and Cap. I think those are some of my favorites.
Yeah, and I'll just plug the Patreon here. Dan has a Patreon, and Dan, you've revealed those sketches
Yep.
to the members
Right
of the
before I
Patreon.
mailed them out, which was not that long ago. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
before I
No.
sent them in the post, we all got to take a peek at them together,
If
which
you're
was
a
It
fan
is
of
like-
2022 Masterpieces,
video.
yeah, you got to be in the Patreon.
You have to be. Yeah, as soon as you mailed them, it was like a day or two after you mailed them that I got notification that it was in stock. I'm like, oh, finally.
Makes
It's
sense.
been
The
7
next
months.
round it'll be everybody opening prelim art, which I'm equally stoked about. There's some good ones in there too. So
Yes,
For sure.
Yes.
We're gonna see
All
a
right,
lot of
well-
activity next week.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So Ryan, we're 10 minutes in. You want to show us something?
I'm ready.
All right.
I haven't opened it yet. I'm gonna try my because obviously I don't know which way this is facing. Try my best to turn my head, judge based off your guys' reaction.
Oh,
It could
okay.
be backwards.
Don't do
It
that
could
to
be
yourself.
upside down.
All right, everybody in the chat, who do you want them
Tearing
to?
the
Who do you want
seal.
them to pull?
Black suit Spidey.
Yeah, symbiote suit Spidey would be.
Okay,
just
it is in a top loader.
Oh, that's good. At least you got that.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Show us
here
a
we go.
sliver of the back.
Yeah, just a
Well,
little
I-
corner. Let's tease.
I don't. Can you guys see anything yet?
Lift it up a little higher, Ryan, just to the camera, like more vertical.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Is that
Put
the
it.
front?
that's
I think I know what it is.
yeah.
is this the front?
Yes.
Oh my
Is
God! Don't
it-
Ryan! Put it back in. Put it back in, Ryan. You got a good one. You got a good one. You'll be happy with it, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna. Is it right side up?
Yeah,
is.
it
You're
is.
doing
It is.
great. You're doing
You're
great.
out.
Oh, sorry. Dude,
Oh!
congratulations. You take the
I
green
forgot,
sticker off.
right here. Pull that tag off. I like the Rogue one quite a bit.
Wow.
Nice.
There we go. The Rogue one really caught my eye when you showed it on the Patreon. I was
Yeah.
like,
Wow.
oh my gosh.
All right, the
Nice.
chat loves it.
There's not. We kind of did a decent job of splitting up guys versus girls, but the girls are definitely scarce on those covers. So kudos.
Absolutely, kudos. And the X-Men trade dress looks
Yes.
so good. How'd
Yeah.
you paint around that like
does
that?
look good with that logo.
Yeah, that's insane.
And
This
that's
is
actually
insane.
X-Men issue #1 inside the Jim Lee classic
Oh.
relaunch. It's like my favorite comic ever. Like,
Of
actually, that
course,
was my
yeah. We
favorite
all
one.
collected them.
Yeah,
Wow.
that
This is
so
awesome.
good.
This is so good.
And that gold signature
Oh.
on the bottom right. Beautiful.
It sure is.
And what
Got
is the
down
back?
there.
And yeah, show us that, and then there's something on the back too.
Oh, it's just the COA.
Okay, cool. You know,
I'm too scared to take it out. I don't know that I want to
Yeah.
take it out.
No, you just need to frame it.
It's okay. If you saw how I painted these things, like, I was really good. There's no bumped corners on any. There was only 2 that had bumped corners. And they arrived to me that way. But they're pretty resilient. Those sketch covers have a much thicker stock on the cover than a normal issue, so you're not going to bend it up. If you did want to take it out, you're okay.
This is awesome.
For
Show
some
it
of
to
you who don't
everyone
know, that's
again.
an actual comic book. Yeah. Like there's actual pages inside.
Yeah. So
It's the
would
Jim
you
Lee X-Men #1.
would you send this to CGC or would you just frame it?
So I was wondering if CGC will grade these or not. I did
They
ask that in the
probably
chat
will.
early on.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And they'll authenticate the signature. That said, like I said, it's those comics. They weren't all in the best shape to arrive to me. Even I don't know how good of a grade you're going to get on it. So
Oh, this one's so good.
good. I'm
I
glad you
think
guys.
you're-
I'm sorry it's not Spidey, but that's
Yeah, no, it's
solid.
not Spidey.
No.
You like that.
So, like, obviously, I'm a big Spidey collector, and I'm fortunate enough, and I don't know if you're okay with me mentioning it here, Dan, but I'm fortunate enough to have you drawing me a piece, and it's Spidey.
Yeah.
So it's not like I need
Dude.
Spidey everything
I'm
drawn
sure-
by Dan.
I'm
It's
still-
nice to
I
have some
like
variety.
yeah.
So,
Hey,
Your
you lucked
Spidey
out
paint,
with the
by the
female,
way,
in my
is-
opinion.
Been sitting at 95% done for like weeks. It's just I had to do these deadlines. It's like, no, I just need to finish like literally a finger on your painting. I can ship it off.
That's awesome. That's
oh
awesome.
man. Well, let's
Okay,
hope
you
we
know what
see a
this means,
Spidey.
right?
I'm sorry.
You know what this means, right?
Yeah.
Ryan? It's Kang's
Oh, boy.
turn.
So this
All right.
this is also in a top loader. All right. I'll do pretty much what Ryan
Oh.
just did. Although I feel like if
This one's going to be pretty obvious from
yeah,
any
once you see the
Yeah.
color,
blue or
you'll
red.
know. So I think
Oh.
Ryan had it this way, and this
I
was
don't
the
feel like
right
I'm
side.
ready.
I kind of, yeah. Give it a second. I feel
Right there. Let me marinate just a
my fingers
moment.
are crossed for you, okay?
I've
But
never
it's
been
boy.
so nervous for someone else.
Okay. All right.
Is that
Oh,
the
That's
back?
the
it is
back.
tape. So this is the back.
Yeah.
All right.
That's gonna be the back.
All right.
Maybe you could see a little paint around the edge.
I won't look.
Do you
I
need to
don't
flip
think
it?
my
Okay.
painting's in
All
the
right.
top loader, so
Yeah, I just want to make sure it was the back because there's paint on the back side too, or facing me. All right. So here we go. All right. Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
it's covered. You might not be able to tell. It's covered.
Oh,
This
good.
is the way I package it. It's not in a top
Oh.
loader, Kang, but it's covered in
Oh.
acetate kind of thing.
So
So
it's gonna be
Okay. So
another
I can just
reveal.
pull it all the way out. No
pull it,
problem.
yeah, but maybe do it to yourself because you might see through a little bit.
I feel like something just dropped, so it might be that, right? It does.
No, it's the COA. You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay.
Just
Did
don't drop.
you?
Is that-
All right. Let me make sure it is the COA because it might not be.
It's gonna tell you what
Okay.
it is.
Yeah. It.
So be
Okay.
careful
Yeah,
not
dude.
to read it.
Yeah.
Don't.
No. I didn't spoil it. Okay.
You did spoil it?
No, I did not spoil it.
Okay.
So there should be a little piece of
oh,
tape.
oh.
I think I saw it.
Oh,
Did
There's a
you?
little piece of
I didn't.
tape on the back. You can undo one at the bottom that should flip over.
All right. I'm not gonna look. Do you see anything?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Turn it and you've got it sideways.
So okay. So it's gonna be like. So the flap
The
is gonna
two
face
pieces
down.
of tape, yep, that's it. It goes that way.
All right.
Yeah.
And I can just pull it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Ready? Here you go.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Nice, Kang.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. So not Spidey,
It's
but
still beautiful.
it's really gorgeous. Wow.
It is still really beautiful.
And it's
I
signed at
think-
the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Sign. And I signed on the image as well, so you could mat it and still see a little signature.
yeah, bottom
Nice.
right.
The DS.
Oh my goodness.
All right, take
This
it
is-
in.
I'm
Look-
a little bit appalled that it was just stuck in a FedEx envelope with no
It's-
top loader. That's insane. That's insane.
Thank God it arrived safely.
Yeah.
it is beautiful.
Here, tip it down a little bit. We'll get, yeah, it'll show us. The other way, like forward towards the camera. There you go.
He's probably worried it's gonna fall.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they-
just the glare, I think, will go away if you lean it forward. There you go.
Now, Dan, you've spoken to Upper Deck about the randomness of this. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, they said I asked the person in charge of like distributing these, and she attests that it is just purely random. So, and I would think I think that's fair. I think that's true. I think when you're doing this kind of stuff and you have, like in some cases, 100 redemptions, that they really have to have a system that's random. So I'm sure they're like, they don't even know when they stick this in an envelope. And both paintings are the exact same size. So it probably was truly random.
Yeah. Amazing.
I'm going to
dude.
call them about the way they ship these.
Kang, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. It looks really good.
Awesome, Kang. Congrats.
Thank you.
Whew. I don't know that we'll ever get to see that again. I mean, if somebody pulls the other redemption on EPAC,
That means anybody who pulls the other redemption knows what they're getting.
yeah,
That last card is out there for that.
those things have a way of getting locked up so fast that you never see it again. You don't get to enjoy it in a setting like this. So really appreciate Kang you being patient enough to share it with us. It'd have been tough to sit on that all afternoon.
It was tough.
Do you know if EPAC will actually show the redemption card, or is it just gonna be like, bam, Spidey canvas? Like,
No, it should show a redemption card because I think you still
Yeah.
have to get the redemption card mailed to you and redeem it. You still have to go through the whole process. So it's
oh,
going
they
to be a
just don't
little more
skip
nerve
that
wracking.
in EPAC. They're just dang.
Yeah, you would think that like, hey, because it's only one, right? Like here it
Yeah.
is, but it shouldn't work that way.
Well, the anime one worked that way, right? You could see the actual booklet right on.
Yeah, and I think other masterpiece sets, the redemption art matched the card art that you were getting maybe on
Oh,
it, but
Yeah.
just
Not
not
this
my
one.
set. I think they just ran out of design time or something.
Yeah, I think you're still going to have to go through a redemption process, but then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because there's only two and they knew one was in physical, if they did, then maybe they do something different for EPAC, but
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they didn't. So yeah,
One of us in the community will just have to hit it, and we'll find
Yeah.
out that way.
yeah, I hope so.
Does this mean I have to buy EPAC now too if I want?
Look, like the chat saying, EPAC's going to sell out pretty quick now because the likelihood is that we know that Spidey is there. But in
Yeah.
theory, I guess it could still be in a physical box. Who knows?
it could be.
Yeah, they don't. Do they usually divvy them up like big hits 50-50 between EPAC and physical?
We've seen it with one of ones. I mean, it's we've been able to in not masterpieces, obviously it's not released yet, but in other sets, be able to tell that, like all odds are physical, all evens EPAC. Like we've seen that before. So do I think masterpieces is a true 50-50, physical 50-50 EPAC? I have no idea.
Hmm.
But it would make sense that one's physical, one's EPAC, but who knows?
Awesome. Well,
We're gonna find out though.
cool. Guys, congrats both of you. No Spidey
Thank
hits
you.
tonight, but
Yeah.
solid hits too.
All right.
I'm still over the moon, so no
Well,
worries.
I am too.
congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate it.
All right, Dan, anything else?
No, I've got more painting I got to do tonight. This is
Create more stuff to be revealed. I love it.
yeah.
Well, look, we had
we
like 100 and I don't know 20, 30 people watching. Appreciate each one of you hanging out late tonight for this big reveal of original art, original sketch cover. Always, if you don't mind, do a favor, hit that like button. Go check out Dan's Patreon if you haven't already. And anyways, as always, I hope you have a marvelous day.
Good night, everybody.